Hi guys, and welcome to episode 3 of my Xtreme 1 Chunk series. So I sort of realized a week ago that I made a mistake on this account, and my motivation for playing on it has spiraled down to the point where I didn't even feel like I should continue on this account anymore. So the mistake I made was I saw Limpwurts series and thought it was such a cool concept, and I just outright copied it. The only thing I added was picking the chunks would be different for me. But that doesn't really change the fact that my whole early game is going to be the exact same as his for the next year's time. And that to me is super boring. I thought I would be okay with it, but I really am not. And I've been searching for a way to make this account doable / more fun / make it into an account where I can write the adventure as my own. And I'm happy to announce that I actually found a way that doesn't make the account obsolete or make what I've done so far obsolete either. And with that said, I introduce to you the Chunk Hopper. So let's break down this new concept. First of all, I'm gonna follow the exact same rules I've been following this whole time. I am gonna be unlocking chunk by doing everything possible within the chunk, but we're gonna introduce the ability to hop chunks. So what does that mean? That means we now have 4 different kinds of chunks. First off, we have the lock chunks, which are basically the same as any one chunk series. Those are the chunks we cannot walk into. Then we have chunks that we can potentially unlock when we roll a chunk. Then we have unlocked chunks, and we have temporarily unlocked chunks. So what does that mean? That means temporarily unlocked chunks would, for example, be the one we are in right now. This chunk is not currently unlocked until we've done every single possible thing we can do in here. That excludes things that we can do in here, but we cannot actually finish. For example, Cook's Assistant Quest. We can't complete that right now. But if you complete every other thing that is possible in this chunk will become completely unlocked. So why is there a need for temporarily unlocked chunks? So basically, I'm gonna allow myself to, once a week, if I get hard stuck within a chunk, to roll a new chunk and go there instead. And if I did not completely finish the chunk I was in before, that chunk now becomes a locked chunk. Which means if I now want to leave Lumbridge and unlock a new chunk, Lumbridge will be locked. And I'll start completely fresh on a new chunk. The only thing I'll bring with me is my stats and my bank. The goal for the series is still to unlock every single chunk. So even if I do get a chunk that has a hard grind, I might still end up doing it past the 1 week limit, just so we unlock that chunk. So before we actually pick a new chunk, I want to real quick go to the shopkeeper here, and we're going to buy the stuff that we don't already have. So we want to buy like a chisel. Might want to bring a pod. I don't think there's anything else we want in here. If you don't have a spade, then I'm going to buy that. Also, I'm going to be cutting some U-logs. We never know. Maybe we'll need that for a bow later on. So I'll bring at least a few U-logs. Also, I'm going to talk to viewers so we can get the X marks the spot quest started. In case we get a chunk where we can actually progress in this. We want to make sure that that quest is started. And we can actually do the first thing here. We do need a spade though, so we are going to progress X marks the spot as far as possible. And the last thing I want to do within this chunk is actually get 20 crafting so that we can unlock sapphires. So I went ahead and actually got every single bead too, just in case we get the wizard's tower. And these will be the last balls of wool we need for crafting level. So yeah, that's 20 crafting. We sadly did not get any flax from the beekeeper event, and we got beekeeper event 6 or 7 times. I almost got the full beekeeper outfit. Actually, let me go check up on that. But I also wondered if there is some quests we could start here. I do want to just start all the quests possible in case we do get chunks where we can progress in those. And I don't know if this guy has one either. So yeah, as you can see, we have basically the whole outfit. I think we're missing the gloves. But also got it twice where it just gave us gold, so that was kind of useless. I think the last thing we're gonna do for this chunk before we are gonna go ahead and pick a new chunk is to get a full inventory of cowhides. Because I did not gather any while doing my cooking grind, thinking that I would always have this chunk moving forward. So that should be everything. I got the cowhide, I got the beads. I believe I've done every single thing I can do in Limpwurts. As you can see, start Cook's Assistant, the Restless Ghost, Rune Mysteries, and X marks the spot. These are the stats we have going into a new chunk. And we actually did manage to get a cooking level by killing the cows and cooking the meat. And for the bank, guys probably know it from the last episode. You got a lot of oak, a lot of willow. I chopped down 14 yew logs. So before we can actually go ahead and roll a new chunk, there is a possibility that we'll roll a chunk without a bank. And if that happens, we kind of need to bring the things we at least want to make sure we have going into a new chunk. Because once we do roll a new chunk, this chunk will be locked, and therefore we cannot access the bank anymore. So I'm gonna go real quick ahead and drag out stuff I think could maybe be useful for any sort of chunk. I'm thinking some mage gear, in case high levels, we need to kill that. Maybe an axe, tinderbox, a pickaxe, a knife. I don't think we need a hammer. I can't really see why we would need a hammer. I don't want to be bringing too much stuff. I guess we can bring a hammer and a chisel and a spade, and if we don't need it, we can always drop it and then get a new one from a general store if ever we need it. I do want to bring a mithril battle axe just for some sort of melee weapon, and I think that's everything we're gonna bring. Hopefully we'll roll a chunk with a bank, and if not, I guess we do have a little bit of a setup here. I'm bringing the cast stack. Maybe we shouldn't bring the whole thing. Let me throw in 290k. So we're gonna bring 100k with us. I think that's a safe bet. We never know where we're gonna go. So yeah, let's go ahead and roll a new chunk, guys. As you can see, that is quite a lot of chunks we can pick from here. I believe I marked every single possible chunk we can go to, and there might be a few chunks here that we can actually not go to that's locked behind crest, but I don't know of. But we're gonna pick a chunk and then we're gonna see from there. So yeah, I am really excited about this, and let's go ahead and do it. 3, 2, 1. Oh my god. Oh, I thought this was Limpwurts real quick. This is close to Limpwurts. Okay. So I'm gonna be spending a week in Draenor Manor. Well, actually, I might complete everything there is to complete in Draenor Manor, and then we just have that chunk unlocked. So that's pretty exciting. So I guess now that we have rolled Draenor, let's jump over there and see what we have to do. And that also means that Limpwurts is actually going to be locked again. So this will be the last time we'll be here for a long time. And yeah, if you're wondering how I'm going to get to Draenor Manor without going through the darkness,
imagination.
So here we are, and I guess we might as well start the chunk by speaking to Veronica and picking up the quest. I believe this is Ernest the Chicken. So yeah, we can do that, and I don't think there's much else to do in this chunk, but I guess we'll figure it out as we go. But let's go ahead and do this quest real quick. There we have Ernest. And that is Ernest Chicken. Ernest the Chicken done. 4 quest point, 300 GP. Don't really need any of that, but cool. For this chunk, I'm not entirely sure what else there is to do. I saw there is a ghost. That ghost level 19, so we're gonna have to look at the drop table. I don't think there's anything really we can do there. As for other crests, is there anything we can start up here? No, not really. Interdimensional rift. Wait, how does that work? Can we go in there? Oh, so I need insulated boots before I can go in there. So that's actually locked for us for now. I'm gonna have to look through every single box and wardrobe and all that to see if there's anything exciting. Quest-wise, I think we've done everything we can. Eva is over here now. Let's see if we can start her quest. I don't believe we can, but let's go have a look. We do have a what's that called, a belladonna patch over here we need for a diary. But other than that, I don't think there is much we can do here. Complete labs, like, can't even do anything for the diary. So we might actually be done with this chunk, and if we are, that means we can roll a new chunk. But I'll look through this, and if I find something, I'll let you guys know. So I look through the whole of the mansion, searching every wardrobe, every crate, and everything. There's literally nothing to be found. I did fight the ghost and the skeletons here too. The skeleton just drop bones, and the ghost doesn't really drop anything. And I can't start animal magnetism until I finish the restless ghost. So that said, I'm pretty sure we're actually done with this chunk. One thing I did not disclose earlier when talking about the new rules is, once I actually do roll a new chunk, if it's not connected to this chunk, and this chunk has no teleportation, we cannot actually get back here until we unlock it by teleportation. We can only hop once every time we roll a new chunk. So we can go to the new chunk, and then we are basically stuck there until we start connecting some land pieces. But yeah, this should be the first actually completely unlocked chunk, so I'm very excited about that. I'll add like a counter of the maximum amount of chunks we can unlock, and then we're basically just gonna work our way up there. I believe it's like 455, but I'll add it to the screen right now. And yeah, I believe we can actually go ahead and let's roll a new chunk, man. That was quick. That was so quick. I looked through everything. I looked through this thing too. If you right click, you can actually see what is specifically in the zone, and it didn't really give me a clue as to if I'm missing something. There is of course Count Draenor down in the basement, but we cannot kill him until we have the steak and the garlic, and there's nothing searchable down there either. So I believe we can go ahead and roll a new chunk. And I did look up how many chunks there is in particular that we can go to, and I think it's like 497 or something. And yeah, but a lot of those chunks are not available yet because we can't really go to Montagna, and we can't go to most of the islands up here, and whatever this called, I can't remember, but this area of the map. So we are only limited to these chunks. And yeah, let's pick a new chunk, guys. Let's do it. Oh, going to Saya. Oh, this is so close to being, oh my god, that chunk would have been insane. We would have had like so many stalls to fee from, a bank. We would have had like the whole of Catacombs of Kourend. I'm not entirely sure what is here, but I cannot wait to explore this area. So let's jump into it.
Magic.
We are now in Saya. And let's go around and have a little bit of a look at what we have here. If you have a yew tree, not that useful. See some fishing spots, lure and bait. We still don't have any rods or anything, so can't really do anything there. Talk. These stones, can we get anything from them? Like, I see some resources around them, but Tunesbury from I have to go. It doesn't seem like that's gonna help me. And I don't see a quest mark here either. We have a bat. Don't believe they drop anything useful though. Okay, so far there's not much to this chunk. Oh wow, that's all the way around we have to go. Okay. Well, let's go over here then. We have men and women. Believe me, we had those in Limpwurts too. Not much of a challenge there. We have some rapids. Don't know if rapids drops anything we can use. I think it's just bones, to be honest. We have a greystone, squirrel. Can't do anything with that. So far, this looks like it doesn't really instigate any sort of challenge here. We do have a tiny bit of the inside of the castle. Ooh, Kourend Guard. There's a pickpocket one there. What level is that? Seems like I might have to train pickpocket. Oh, it's 40. Yeah, we need 9 thieving levels then. And let's see behind here. I don't think there's anything, but let me go ahead and check. There's a magic lock here. Oh, okay. So we do have the woodcutting level. We don't have the fire making level, but the fletching one is the dangerous one. Shields. A magic shield is 87 fletching. Oh boy. We do have an axe and a knife. 87 fletching though. That's 15 levels we need for that. Okay, so we have a chest over here we can actually pick lock, it says. You have no reason to do that. Okay, so we can't do that. Let's see if there's anything further up. Oh boy. Okay. A lesser demon. That is for sure some drops we have to get from that. Is it possible to safe spot this guy? If I stand here? Oh boy. Oh, it looks like it's safe spottable. Yeah, it is. Okay, so I reckon we have to farm this guy quite a lot. Why the hell is there a demon up here? Well, someone did a ritual, and by the looks of it, it went horribly wrong. I like that little attention to detail there. Alright, let me go ahead and kill this demon real quick. Okay, there we go. That took quite a few casts. I'm happy I brought my runes along, though. Else I would have to flinch it. I might have to do in the end, I guess. I did full research on this place, and I'm pretty sure I found everything there is to know about it. I also dropped the locator orb. I accidentally got it from Vias while going to this place over here. But I did destroy it because we're not actually supposed to be able to do that until we lock the Port Cerium chunk. Anyway, what I did find is there's actually a head guard here. His pickpocket level is the same as the normal guards, but he does have a rune scimitar on his drop table. I believe another rune item. I'll show it on the stream. So I'll have to go for those. And from the lesser demon, also has a rune item. I believe it's the Med Helm. And actually has an upgrade of his shield. So we need to go for that too. And I did some calculations on the fletching grind and the fire making grind. And the fletching grind is like a 300 hour one. And the fire making is like a 40 hour one. So I think I might go ahead and skip this chunk once the week is over. So we'll have to wait till the 19th. So the next 7 days, we're going to have to wait for 7 days. But I think that you're going to drop this chunk. Let me know in the comments if you think we should skip this chunk or not. I don't see any good reasons to have this chunk unlocked, other than the fact that it connects to Castle. It doesn't have any useful teleports. It doesn't have a bank, which is a big issue for me right now. That's why my XP rates with Oaks are so low too, because I can't really fill up my inventory. And yeah, the fletching grind is so slow because we only had Oaks. If we only had Villas like we did in Lumbridge, that would have been a lot better. But yeah, I think I'm definitely going to go ahead and see if I can get the Rune Scimitar, because that would be a huge upgrade. It is a very rare drop, 1 in 512. But that's what I'm going to be spending most of my time on. I'm probably use most of my runes on trying to get. Sadly, I could not find a safe spot for this guy, but I'm gonna continue looking. Oh, it's a little 30 matching. I did not mean to fire smite that guy. But yeah, I thought you could do it like above these rocks, but no, that doesn't work. And there's really no bushes. There's like in a convenient position here. And if you go inside here and look around, I might have to try and lure him into a house. And then maybe, I'll have to get a Smurf account over here that can kind of stand in between me and him, because I cannot tank him. He's level 84 and I don't have any defense armor on me. So that's super scary. As for the thieving grind, I need like 20,000 experience, but I need to do it for men and women, so that's gonna take like 2 hours. I might do it just to get out of the way, but that is so inefficient. So yeah, we'll see. Again, leave in the comments if you think we should skip this chunk and if I missed anything. Real quick, guys, just decided to kill some imps to get the blue wizard helmet, and here it is. That should help us kill the guard a little bit easier. There you go, that's 40 magic. Pretty nice to hit. Just killing this guard with a little beautiful hat, and I think we're about 50 plus kills. So 1/10 of the way to the rune simi. Hopefully we'll get it in a timely fashion. No fucking way. We got the rune scimitar at what? That's kill 78. I can't believe that. I'm gonna sneak that into this episode. I was just doing a little bit of kills before I rendered the video. And that fucking is. Sorry for the cursing. I'm gonna quack that out. Holy, I can't believe that. Let's put that bad boy on. That is such an upgrade. From Mythal Battle Axe to Rune Simi. Oh, it looks so good. Now we just need the Rune Kite Shield, but I don't even care if you don't get in this chunk. We got the Rune Simi. I'm so happy. Another thing I found quite useful in this chunk is we do have rabbits, and the rabbits actually drop rabbit meat, and that is our only source of food, but it's quite alright. We can cook it over on the ranges over here, and they provide a food of 5, so 5 hit points for every one of them. So that's really good. It'll train our cooking up too, and we really do need food because the safe spot for the guard, he does hit me quite a lot, and he hit 10s pretty often. I'm training up my defense a little bit while killing the rabbits, so hopefully that's gonna help. And now that we have the rune simi, the kills will be a little bit quicker. Might even train up a little bit on men. I think on that note, guys, we got the rune simi. My smile is very big right now, and I believe that's gonna be it for this episode. I hope you guys love this new idea I got, and let me know if you have any sort of feedback, any ideas, tweaks and changes, and yeah. Much luck to y'all. I hope you have a most wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.